Hey friends, welcome. It's so great to be with you. If you and I have not met, my name is Emma Lou with Heartfelt Creations. Today we're going to explore some of my favorite stamps that are backgrounds. You can do multicolored variations, you can add glitter, and it takes me back to my childhood of when I had those, I don't even know what they were called, but like it reminded me of like kaleidoscope things, okay? So we'll take a look at what we'll be creating together today. So we are going to be creating a card using the elegant mosaics and teaching you how to do a beautiful background using an ombre stamping technique. And then we'll layer this beautiful mosaic on top. Now with the elegant mosaics, there are so many stunning variations that you can do that just really add the wow, the glam, and the it factor to these stamps and dies. You can do anything from, something that's advanced like, these flips and folds. Isn't that stunning? Or you can do what I call like a spinner card, right? So lots of variations, and we'll take more in-depth look at the samples I have in front of me at the very end, and you won't want to miss those. Like, I'm so excited to show you. There's so many variations. The versatility of these really blows me away, and how you can bring in color that's quick and easy, because when you're kind of sitting in your craft room and you're a little bit stuck, your creative mojo has taken a hike, what I suggest that you do is pull out your elegant mosaic collection, pull out some of your favorite color combinations, and just have fun being kind of like a kid in your creative room with all the colors, and just see what you create. So today I'm here to inspire you with that, and we're going to be starting out by just stamping with a couple of my favorite color variations within this set. And we are going to be using, there's 3 different sets within the this collection, but this one is called the Floral Mosaics. This has this beautiful stamp piece and then a decorative border that is absolutely stunning. So that's what you get in the stamp, and then the die has 5 pieces, which means there's lots of layering options, which also means lots of versatility. So here you have all the pieces that will cut out layers of that mosaic plus that border piece. So to get started, I love the option to be able to cut into a card base and create openings in the card centers, add these to the backgrounds, or just do an offset piece like you see here. So when you want to do a piece like this and you want to kind of create that ombre looking effect, what I'll do is I'll use up to 3 colors of ink. You could do more if you wanted to, but just have some fun. I'm going to start out with a vibrant fuchsia. The color combination that I'm using today is what I call a happy color combination, and I am going to go ahead and cover the entire stamped image with the vibrant fuchsia. Then we'll blend other colors on top. You don't have to do this, but this just gives it a base layer of ink, and then as I bring other colors on top and blend other colors in, you'll just have a beautiful color combination that's all coming together. So I'm going back with the cactus flower. I'm adding that to some areas, and this specific one that I'm stamping will be different than the one I have on my actual cutout piece. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to just bring in a little bit of the forget-me-not, and we'll do a little bit of the manganese blue. Does that sound good? We'll do a little bit of this dark color as well, and when I'm bringing in a super dark color like this, I will go back with one of my less vibrant colors and just kind of blend those darker edges in. So you never really know what you're actually going to come out with. It's always kind of a fun surprise. But if you stick with the same color family, you'll always have something that really matches and blends together, which I absolutely love. So just give this some firm, even pressure. When you are stamping with a large image, typically I like to have a little bit of a stamp pad cushion mat underneath. Today I don't, but that is something, if you are a new stamper, that's something good to know. But you'll see this beautiful shades of color. Now, this is stunning just like this. It has all the color in there that you need. However, if you want to go back and add color, you can, but you don't need to, because this does the coloring for you. So now you can lay this aside, you can die cut it out, which is what I did with these 2 images. So I used For the background that I'm using today, I use the Bursting Bloom mosaics. So you can really choose different styles and designs. I love. That's the same one that's used here, which is stunning. But this is what we're going to use for the background. So what I want you to do is I want you to cut your card panel to the size that you want. So today I'm using a 6x6 card panel. And I am going to take a pattern piece of paper, and I am going to just offset these pieces, and we're going to have just a little bit of fun creating a background. Do you like to create backgrounds? Tell me in the comments. And as you're joining me, let me know where you're watching from. Tell me what you've been creating this week, and if you have the elegant mosaics. Now, if you don't have these yet, right now is an excellent time to get them. They are in the warehouse clearance section, which means that you get to save up to 70% on items within that within the clearance section. And when you place a $100 order, you get a choice of a free die. So that really makes that you can really get some amazing value and get those mosaics that you don't have yet. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this into my plate, and this is just going to partially cut these out on the background paper. So this will really help us know exactly where. No, well, this would help if I would put my plates on right. I've got to sandwich that in the middle. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I brought those plates in differently than I'm used to, so that kind of messed with me a little bit. Okay, here we go. So we'll just bring that back out, and you'll have this beautiful background all die cut out, and then you can utilize this on your card. Now, before we go ahead and add this to our card, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment. I am going to use the manganese blue to do that, and we're just going to go ahead and stamp that sentiment right on top. And this, if you don't have sentiments, we have some beautiful sentiment sets on our website at heartfeltcreations.us. You can just type sentiment into the search box, and you'll see sentiments that fit perfectly for many different occasions. Actually, you know what? I think I got my ink pads mixed up. I used Forget-Me-Not instead of manganese blue, so it's a little bit lighter. I had my caps in the wrong position, but it's okay. That still looks good. And then what you can do is you can go ahead and grab some foam dots and add some foam dots to the background. So this is really a very simple way to create a really stunning card that still looks like you spent quite a bit of time with, but when you put it together, say, I mean, I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I wait until last minute to create a card, and this is one of those that you can make that still looks like you spent quite a bit of time, and it turns out stunning every single time. And I just find that it also kind of takes me back to when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at how beautiful this color came out. So it also really has the joy and beauty that you like to experience when you create. Kind of the awe and the wonder of creating, I guess is how I should say that. So here we go. We have that all layered on. If you wanted to sponge these edges, you could totally do that. But our next step is going to be just gluing this down. So I have the two pieces stamped, and we're just going to go ahead and just set those into position. And these are glued flat, so there's a little bit more dimension in between the top layer and the bottom layer. So we'll just go ahead and just kind of pull up as you press that in, and that's how you line that up, okay? So you're going to go ahead, I'm going to cut off just a half of a foam dot to put in the back of this end. So this end does not stand up because that's more of a narrow piece right there. There we go. Okay, now we're ready for the next side. So it's, as you can see, it comes together very quickly, very beautifully and easily. You can tell me what you love about this, that the elegant mosaics are, it's just like that one-of-a-kind collection that is very unique. It's just super beautiful to use, and you can also, if you love to use the flowers, which I know so many of you do, you could utilize and add flowers to the top of this. So you can use them as backgrounds, you can use them as focal images, and these would also look really beautiful as Christmas medallions. So if you would do them in reds, greens, and golds, you would have a very ornate Christmas medallion, which would be super, super pretty. You could just add a Merry Christmas, and you have a beautiful Christmas cards very quickly and easily. So here we go. We already have that background very simply. Now, what you can do is you can do a medallion of your choice and just stamp it in different color combinations. This one I did with the majestic violet, and then you can go ahead 3D some dots on the back of this and just build it up, and you can have your own kind of dimensional piece with this and just kind of build up your own floral. So we're going to go ahead and glue this onto our card, and we'll just offset it, kind of a little bit offset at the middle, and then we'll continue on. I'm going to add another foam dot on this one, peel that off, and we're going to offset this in the middle, and then we'll add another foam dot on the back of this one. So as you can see, very quickly and easily, you have a beautiful, elegant mosaic that looks like you spent quite a lot of time with it. Now, if you wanted to, you can go back and add the glitter, add the glue. I showed how I did that in the class that I taught on the elegant mosaics. On the class that we taught with the elegant mosaics, we did these 3 projects, which we learned how to do this card that swings open, how to do that technique. We also learned how to do an ornament with multiple pieces that flip and turn, which was really, really fun. And then we also learned how to add this to a card to create this dimensional opening and to create this beautiful flip fold piece. Now this one has stuck down right there. Somebody glued it down, which I'm not sure why. It's not supposed to be glued down, but it might have been glued down for photos. Yeah, I think that's what was going on. So we'll just peel that back up so you can see. There we go. We have the opening in the middle of the card. So there's lots of variations. If you're an Insider member, you have access to the Elegant Mosaic class. And so make sure you go back and watch that. So just like that, you have a very beautiful, elegant card that came together so simply. Anybody can do it. So tell me what you loved about that. Before I go, I can't wait to, I want to show you more cards that I have in front of you. Here's another one. I showed you this a little bit earlier. This one has all the glitter, the glam. It is an easel card utilizing the border at the bottom. Super, super stunning. So this set has 3 different variations. You've got the elegant mosaic, which we stamped in the background, and it has an elegant border as well. And then we had utilized, actually we used something from each set. We utilized this one today, the bursting bloom mosaics, and we also used the floral mosaic. So you can mix and match however you like. And then let's take a look at those card samples. These are great for any card sizes, big, small, everything in between. Look at this one. If you like to color, stamp it in black and color to your heart's content. Absolutely stunning. So this one's another one. Just really beautiful on that 5x7 card with the forget-me-not and the cactus flower colors with the leaf green. Super stunning. And then those borders, like look at how stunning those borders are paired with some of our classic florals. And here's another one where you can see how beautifully you can make these super ornate cards with your dimensional florals and adding an elegant mosaic with an opening, and then there's the Happy Mother's Day in the middle. Isn't that stunning? Oh my goodness. I'm like, oh, I want to go create more with this. So here we have this as an opening. Then you have something similar to what we were doing with the borders on the top and the bottom. And then I love how this one really utilizes the paper and a scene and really brings a highlight with that, just cutting a circle in the center and then utilizing that border on the side. And then vellum. Don't forget vellum with your elegant mosaics. You can color it, you can keep it white on white and just do those different layers. Super, super elegant, beautiful for weddings, anniversaries, special occasions. And then look at the purple combinations. This would be your majestic violet blending into a cactus flower and magenta hue in the middle, pairing that with your dimensional florals. So lots of variations. And then this is one I love. If you just stamp on a white cardstock, or not white cardstock, with white ink, white embossing powder, then you can color it, or you can just stamp it on colored cardstock, and look at the beautiful, stunning effects that has as well. So here's one just stamping it on a pastel pink. Maybe it would work if I put it right side up. and then having a beautiful opening like this. Isn't that stunning? Love, love how that turned out. So regardless of how you choose to use these, the versatility, the creativity is absolutely endless. If you don't have the elegant mosaics yet, we have added those into the warehouse clearance section. What does that mean for you? It means, this is where we do a drum roll, you save up to 70% when you shop from the warehouse clearance section. So you can literally like shop to your heart's content. These items, once they're gone for good. So make sure you really pay some attention to what's in there, snatch up what you're wanting, and then always the paper collections. The Elegant Mosaic Paper Collection, stunning, and you can stock up on that as well, and you'll have the matching paper collection that goes with the Elegant Mosaic stamps and dies. I had mentioned about the insider membership. If you are an insider member, you will get an additional 20%, plus you get free shipping on any order size, and you have automatic access to that online class I was referencing to. If you are not an insider member, I highly recommend becoming one. You get access to all the benefits I just talked about. Plus you have access to all the online classes. There's over 50. That's a $1,500 value. And you can access the insider membership for $12.99 a month, and you can cancel it at any time. So there's really nothing to lose except, you know, you gain a discount on your product orders, free shipping, and access to those classes. So I can't wait for you to experience the joys of creating with the Elegant Mosaic Collection and using the inspiration I share with you today. You can share your pictures and projects with us right here on Facebook. Can't wait to see what you create. Thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you next time. Bye.